Hello everyone, we just finished watching Freddy vs. Jason as it is Friday the 13th at the time of this recording. I'm here with Grandpa Hamster and TrustyMugger. Say hello, fellas.
Howdy.
Yo,
How y'all doing?
I would like to have Trusty give his thoughts first. How do you think of the movie, Trusty?
it was a lot more funnier than I thought it would be for a horror movie. It was kind of just there were just moments that I believe that they were trying to be serious, but I just thought were silly, in my opinion. Uh, but yeah, no, it was interesting. The fight in the battles that they had in the movie were really cool. I like that a
Mm-hmm.
lot. But they were just some of the quotes that people had, like the things they said, were really funny.
What was one thing? What was one that you found funny? What was one?
Remember the scene where right in the field where Freddy Krueger snapped that fat guy's friend's neck, just
That was
snapped it
Jason. Oh,
all.
that was Jason. Yeah.
Jason, I don't know why I said Freddy. I'm mixing up my names. When Jason did that, I just loved what he just what, son of a bitch. I don't know why, but that was really funny to me.
The guy's,
Not a yell, not a scream, just wow.
It was like, dang
the
it, not
guy's
again.
face was like, the guy's face, he looked at like he had a face was like, well, son of a bitch, I guess you can do that. Huh, good to know.
Yeah, and I just loved how in the barn thing, as people were running away, there were like a few couple who tried to, like the thing was, it wasn't even technically murder, in a sense. Like the people that he killed when they were people that were just attacking him.
It was self-defense.
That was,
Exactly, it was self-defense. So they can,
Technically, if you
he
look at
cannot be Freddy Krueger can Freddy. So Freddy was the one who influenced Jason, but Jason cannot be accused of the crime because he was defending himself against drunken teenagers.
This is what happened, alright? Jason saw a girl about to get sexually assaulted while she sleeps, and he stopped it. He killed the guy, but accidentally killed the girl. And upon doing this, people found out about it, and they started to attack Jason, which Jason acted in self-defense, killing them all.
he was only trying
I
to
just,
kill
I
someone.
just, I just picture after I just picture Jason stabbing the guy and the girl, and then someone like walks up and looks at them, and he just goes, Jason's like, Jason's like, I swear it was self-defense. You're not in the dream. You wouldn't understand. That's all that's in my head right now.
uh, Hamster, what did you think of the movie?
I thought it was really funny. I had a lot of fun riffing it, and it was a joke. It was weird seeing the two most overpowered Mortal Kombat characters fighting each other in a movie. Um,
Oh yeah, they're both in
here's
the
the thing
games.
that here's the
I
thing
forgot.
here's the thing that kept bugging me about it though, and Foxo kept saying, "Oh, it's because he has blood." It was that scene where the stoner guy gets possessed by Freddy, and he injects Jason Voorhees with that tranquilizer, even though the guy can survive getting shot, stabbed. Like I've seen all the other Friday the 13th movies. He gets shot, stabbed, cut apart.
Electrocuted.
Yeah, and it established long back that he was basically undead. Like he was pretty much a zombie instead of him, eating brains. He's slashing people with a machete and shit. But he's basically undead. But tranquilizer still had an effect on him somehow. That's the part that got me. Like that was the
Well,
part
do you
that
remember the
got me.
scene? Well, do you remember the scene in the beginning where like the mother was telling him to wake up, and like you could see that the heart was beating, so technically there was blood pumping in him. So technically, for hat to transfer into a system, my opinion is it's just like he's. I could just picture Jason Voorhees. He looks all messy and stuff, but I just believe that's the epidermis layer of his body. You just like peel it all off. He's just like a fresh new man.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
I don't think
That's all,
I.
that's
he's
all I.
taking bullets that go all the way through him and shit. Hell, I think he got impaled by a lightning rod. Back when he was considered dead, he got impaled by a metal rod, and then that metal rod got struck by lightning, and all that did was just wake him up. I mean,
Yeah.
it was a funny movie. It was just weird, inconsistent.
It's just that one part just like kind of ruined it for you.
Is the
Yeah,
next movie?
I mean, it didn't ruin it for me. I enjoyed the movie. It was just like, how is this undead person who can have all this shit happen to him, but tranquilizer still works like him, like he's a normal person?
You're putting more thought into this than the directors probably at this rate.
Probably. I mean, like it would have been easier to, I guess, maybe lure Jason all the way to Camp Crystal Lake while the girl was unconscious. Just have him chase you there. It's not hard to get him to chase you.
Can the next movie please be Jason X so we can trash on
Okay,
that?
actually, yes. I've seen all of Jason X, and it is my
Can
favorite.
we just trash on that movie next? Because I really
yes.
want to.
Okay, yes. Tomorrow will be Jason X.
That one's fun.
Oh,
That's an action. That's actually an action movie. It's not even horror. It's action.
Yeah, it's more of an action comedy.
It's
really.
science fiction / slasher.
Okay.
High hand.
All right. Let me ask. Have you guys seen any other Nightmare on Elm Street or Freddy movies?
Yes.
Which ones?
Oh yes.
I saw the New York one for Jason Voorhees.
That's one of my favorite ones, though.
Jason-
He's so good.
Jason Takes Manhattan or?
Yeah, that was it. I just loved it when he kicked the boombox and they were like, "You dead?" What I forget what the insult was. A slime boy or something, and they put out a butterfly knife. He turns around, he just lifts his mask, and they're like, "Whoa, it's cool, bro," and they just run off. It was just great.
That part was funny.
And then there was another one where they went into a bar, or it was like some small restaurant, and they're like, "Help us! This psycho with a machete is trying to kill us." And then the woman at this counter was just like, "Welcome to New York." And I was like, I couldn't stop laughing.
And I like the part when in that movie when Jason gets out of the water and he's in Manhattan, and the first thing he sees is a billboard of this place that's selling like hockey equipment. It's got a hockey mask on it, and he looks at it and goes, "Ugh." Like you can kind of hear him groan a little bit, like it freaked him out somehow. But I've seen most of the Friday the 13th movies. I've seen a couple of the Nightmare on Elm Street ones, though.
I only think I've seen a bits of the Nightmare on Elm Street. I think I've only seen bits of them.
Yeah, I never seen the full Nightmare on Elm Street one.
Oh my god, hang on. What was that? There was a Jason Voorhees movie where I can't remember this slightly. I only remember bits of it, where there was this woman who had like psychic powers.
Oh,
I think that was part 9, I think.
Oh god, I
just
just
remember this-
remembered. There's
I
so
just-
many movies.
I just remember the scene where she made his mask off, and it was like the legitimate face reveal of Jason Voorhees, but I just can't remember now that much about it.
Right, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, like she's like one of his last living blood relatives, and she's got to do some kind of thing to make him like die permanently.
Oh, really? That's okay.
Yeah. And funny thing, if you see that movie, it actually hints at Freddy versus Jason, because at the end of it, I think before or after the credits,
Yeah,
you
I
see
said
Jason
that.
Voorhees' mask lying on the ground, and then out of nowhere you see Freddy Krueger's bladed gloved hand grab the mask, and you hear him laugh.
That was like 6 years before Freddy vs. Jason 2, so people had to wait
Yeah.
like 6 years to get
Yeah,
because like people were like, I don't know, I wasn't alive at the time because that was like early 2000s, late 90s.
And then they were like thinking, and they think at the end of that one, "Ooh, here comes the sequel." Never happens.
They thought it never happened. Then Freddy vs. Jason comes out.
What would you say right now if within like the next week or something you see Freddy versus Jason 2?
I would,
What would
I
be
would,
your first?
I would think that I am in the Truman Show kind of vibe, and people are watching me
God.
because I have had things happen where I have recently found something or watched something, and it suddenly appears a lot in my feed.
Yeah.
Oh, better look around to make sure there's not a lot of people wearing. Is there a lot of people wearing plaid around you?
I remember that. I remember that joke.
Yeah.
Anyone have a wire strapped to their chest?
But yeah, that movie made me wish that, like, well, you know how in the Mortal Kombat games they're putting Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees and the Alien and the Predator in them,
And the guy from
Yeah.
Change the
Ed
Sex
Boon
on
talked about-
Leatherface.
Yeah, and Leatherface. I forgot about Leatherface, and they were talking about wanting to have all these, horror movie icons be in Mortal Kombat since the first game. But you know what? Ed Boon, if you're listening, like, get licenses from like all the for Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Leatherface,
Actually,
Michael
yeah.
Myers, Chucky, like a fighting game out of that. I would fucking play that.
Dude, I would love to see Chucky in a battle now. In like a Mortal Kombat, smaller than everyone, but just going so fast. She's just going it's just going bonkers everywhere.
Yeah, I could see that. I can actually see that happening, but I think most of
Yeah.
them. The thing
Like
is with all these horror movies, like, there's like different licenses and different people owning them, so I think that'll be a lot harder to do. Even
You know what would be
though,
really funny? The best. Imagine if they put Mario in Mortal Kombat.
Nintendo exclusive DLC. Remember when Mortal Kombat 9?
Funny.
Remember Mortal Kombat 9 had Kratos for PS3 as exclusive DLC?
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yep, Kratos was in MK9, but they didn't have Kratos in any other version. They didn't even have another character in any other version of Mortal Kombat 9, which made me believe that, like, in Mortal Kombat X, they were going to put Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal in it.
Fucking monkey ball.
Monkey Ball.
I don't know. I'm just thinking of random characters now in my head.
Alright, what else? What else I want to say? Okay, one last question for you guys. About the movie, because we sidetracked a lot. Like,
Yeah, we did.
who would you recommend this movie to? Who would you recommend it?
Anyone who likes cheesy horror movies that you can forgive plot holes, because some of those are fun when you just don't give a shit. It's a fun little popcorn movie. So yeah, if you're into that kind of stuff, then it'd be great for you.
Trusty?
I would give this to a person who is utterly terrified of horror movies, just to show them how shitty some of them can be.
Yeah, this wasn't even that scary. It really wasn't. Like,
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
more
no.
of an action movie than. I mean,
No.
there were some gruesome kills, but it felt more like an action movie with two monsters.
To be honest, none of the Fridays, none of those movies, even as a kid, never terrified. Not even the Saw movies. I was just like, eh.
because you can't kill a kid on movies most of the time.
I'm trying to think of a movie, if there's ever been a movie that's...
There was one. There was one kid movie I remember that showed a kid getting shot for asking for ice cream on screen.
Oh,
I forget. I think it was like one of those parody movies. Like they make fun of others. Like the scary movie series.
Oh my god, I remember 3 crappy horror movies. Really crappy horror movies.
Okay, let me cut this off before we start this sidetrack again, and I have to ask
No,
Anarchist.
don't worry, I'm
edit.
just gonna bring them up. I don't want to get into too much conversation. I remembered one called, One Leprechaun.
oh,
Does anyone remember that?
Leprechaun
yes,
in the
I
Hood.
do.
It's a terrible horror.
Those are funny. Those are fun to watch if you don't give a shit, because they're
Yeah, exactly. The ginger dead man.
Oh god, yep.
Sure.
I remember
And
those.
remember the snowman one?
Yeah,
the killer-
there was like one of a snowman that comes to life and kills people.
I just remember the scene where he was where the woman was in the shower, and he like put the carrot thing around the groin area of the snowman and humped her and somehow killed her.
Jesus.
I don't know. Like he just like at the end she falls, and then he just puts his nose thing and said, "Santa came a little early this year." And No, wait. Oh no, Frosty did. And the best thing was after he said that, it goes back to the scene of her on the floor, and then blood just starts going out of her mouth. I was like, "What did you do to her?" Because in the scene, you just see a snowman humping a woman. That's it. I don't know. It was really funny though.
Really, yep. They're during that stage where we got a lot of really bizarre horror movies for a while.
Yeah.
I remember, yeah, because well, this was a while back. I was younger, and I had like Netflix on my iPad or something like that with I don't know, my father. I don't know what it was, but I just saw it, and I was just like, I saw all these terrible movies, and I was like, hey, I'll just sit down and watch them. Why not? And I was like, what the fuck did I just waste my time with?
All right.
At the end.
All right. Say goodbye, folks. I'm gonna end this now.
Buddy, go, folks.
Because it's a pre-show. God dang it, Hamster. All right. see
Sound
you
like
guys.
Woody the Woodpecker smoking.
Hold on. Before we continue this, is sidetrack.